After the Chicago Bulls took a crazy loss to the Los Angeles Lakers in their summer league matchup yesterday, Caleb Wilson has made it clear he's now done with summer league. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Dailyn Swain and some of our worries. And I'm asking a question. Should we also be worried about Noa Essengue? We're going to talk about it, break it all down. But you got to hear the music first. Cognac, gang. Shot Boys podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down for today's daily episode on this Good Friday, man. My favorite day of the week. I don't know about y'all, but I know about me. But now that you tuned in, make sure you go ahead and do the simple two-step process to support the channel in the easiest way that doesn't require rhythm. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We on our road to 20K now. Thanks to y'all, we got to 10. So now we trying to double up. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let's jump into the content, ladies and gentlemen. Caleb Wilson is done with Summer League after the Chicago Bulls got their tails whipped yesterday by the Los Angeles Lakers. And getting a couple, moments from Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson is now calling it a Summer League. And hopefully we don't have to see him back in this type of exhibition again. Look at Caleb Wilson, his summer league. I think it was very impressive. We got multiple highlights. We got multiple things that we witnessed him do. We seen in game one, he come out there and then put on display that he can very well go out there and shoot the three ball. We seen yesterday that he can go out there and be an initiator to the offense. We seen moments to where, hey, he steps it up with the energy, with the focus, and even goes out there and asks some other guys on the opposing team, who are you? Caleb Wilson had himself a really solid summer league, but the work is not done yet. He understands, and I'm pretty sure we all understand, that Caleb Wilson now has to go back, evaluate, watch the tape, and get his ass back to work. And I believe he's very well going to do that. I believe he understands that, hey, if I'm going to be someone that goes through and play physical and draw contact and draw fouls, I need to get to that foul line and knock down my free throws. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things that we've seen the entire summer league with Caleb Wilson and the entire summer league squad. But for Caleb Wilson's sake, I think that he absolutely understands, and I believe that he will go back in the lab and work on some of those free throws. We seen him on the defensive side of the ball. We seen him go out there and really defend at a high level, and even when guys got past him, he went out there and blocked their shots. Or even when he had to come over from the weak side, he went out there and blocked some shots. And if you think that you're going to have an opportunity and you think that you want to jump with Caleb Wilson, you better watch your head. That's all I got to say. You better watch ahead if you're thinking about jumping with Caleb Wilson. And I think that this is what we absolutely wanted to see, man. A top 4 pick entered this organization and really put on a show and show that he's competent and show us that, hey, if this young fella can lock in and we can get every single thing out of this young guy who has been compared to some greats like Kevin Garnett, we might have us one. We might absolutely have us one. I believe we do have us one. But obviously, my belief does not matter when it comes to the actual play on the basketball court. Caleb Wilson still has to go out there and put in the work after summer league, during the summer, into training camp, heading into the season, getting in the season, and then improving time and time again and continue to evolve his game, continue to mature. And I think he's very well mature already, and he understands what the goal is in Chicago. And I'm just telling you right now, Caleb Wilson, if this video ever finds you, we believe in you, brother. Go out there and put it on wax, because we know if this kid can go out there and reach his fullest potential, the Chicago Bulls might have a top 10 player in the NBA. That's all I'm going to say. I really believe that Caleb Wilson has top 10 potential, but it's not on us. It's on him. And I'm pretty sure he understands that. And I'm pretty sure he understands the pressure of playing in Chicago and understand that a lot of us, we come with two things: craziness and switches. So not everybody, but a lot of us, craziness and switches. So you got to make sure that Caleb Wilson is absolutely ready to grab this bull by the horns. And I'm excited that we got to witness this and see him. And I think that the pairing of Caleb Wilson alongside Montes Buzelis, that's gonna be a forward duo that is going to be feared if both of these guys can continue to ascend in the right direction. We're talking about both guys being athletically gifted. We're talking about both guys that can shoot the three ball. We're talking about both guys, if you don't come with your hard hat and you don't jump high enough, you will get a ball put on your head. Pause. And then we're talking about the scoring ability of both players. We're talking about the mindset of both players. If these guys can gel and ascend together, there can be some really great things in store for the city of Chicago, bro. Real talk. So shout out to Caleb Wilson. I give him a really, really good summer league, and we appreciate that. Go out there, show the effort, play in a back-to-back, and really ask or quote-unquote beg to continue to play. That's the mentality we need, and that's what we love in Chicago. So, Caleb Wilson, I believe in you. Do your thing, Wody, for sure. But hey, now we gotta jump off the high horse and sweep a little low. This is a conversation that's gonna be a little difficult. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Dailyn Swain and worrying about his summer league. I'm gonna preference this right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen. Summer league is just summer league. You know what I'm saying? It is just summer league. It's not something that we're going to hold as if it's the Bible, but it's something that we cannot ignore. If we keeping it a buck, we're not going to say it's the end all be all, but we're not going to act delusional and act like we didn't see what we see. We saw that, Dailyn Swain. We've seen it, Dailyn Swain. We've seen the efforts. We've seen the attempts. We've seen the resistance, the hesitation. Dailyn Swain, we've seen it. So the biggest question is, ladies and gentlemen, y'all let me know how y'all feel. Are y'all worried about Dailyn Swain? Are y'all absolutely worried? I would say I'm worried. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it about a 6. I honestly give it about a 6. Now, I'm not going to go out there and just automatically call him a bust. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go out there and say he's the next Pete Will. I'm not going to go out there and say he's a scrub. But what I am going to say is I'm worried. Because Dailyn Swain, yesterday, in the matchup versus the Lakers, you knew Chicago fans that was like, we wanted Cam Carr, including myself. And we also looked at situations where they're like, hey, Cam Carr is coming to play you, a Chicago Bull, who the Chicago Bulls selected over him. What are you going to do? Y'all hear that? Crickets. Because he didn't do shit. Now, I'm not going to give up on the kid quite yet, if I'm being honest, just based off summer league. I'm not. I told you, I'm not going to call him Pete Will. I'm not going to say he's a bust. I'm not going to go out there and completely write him off because it's simply summer league. But I am worried because the Texas hooper I seen before he came to this team, that is not what we seen in summer league. Real talk. Is it fair to say, ladies and gentlemen, that we got an idea of a number of players not named Dailyn Swain? This is what I mean. Caleb Wilson, watching him during summer league, all of us can come to the consensus that he's athletic, he's offensively gifted, and he a fucking dog on defense, right? We looked at Donovan Atwell, and not in the Lakers game, but the game previously, in all the other games, and we say he's a shooter. We looked at Jalen Sellers and we looked at his time during Summer League and we say, this guy can really do some things on a defensive side of the ball, and he got a little scoring to him. We even looked at Toby Awaka and be like, this man can move you out the way. He can get up, get rebounds, and he can probably put the ball in the basket, you know what I'm saying, more times than not, right? Is that fair to say, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. But when it comes to Dailyn Swain, it's a big-ass question mark. Right or wrong? Let me know. Right or wrong? With Dailyn Swain, it's a big-ass question mark. This is not the guy that we've seen lead Texas in four statistical categories. We didn't see that in Summer League. Again, I'm not writing the young man off. But at the same time, it's like, what did you let us figure out? Or what idea did you put in our minds other than you look scared? Why were you hesitating? That's in our minds right now. Again, Summer League is not the end all be all. But realistically, we can't ignore what we saw either. That's just the facts. We can't ignore what we saw. We can't go out there, get smacked, and then say, nah, bro didn't smack me. Like, what? Unless you want to pull a Caitlin Clark and say somebody hit a knee hit her in the thigh, and then we got video evidence she never got kneed in the thigh. So Dailyn Swain, I'm going to go out there and go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb for Dailyn Swain. I'm going to go out there and believe that Dailyn Swain is going to look at this tape, and the next time we see him in preseason, he'll be better. Make me a fool. Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Bobby ain't getting fooled twice. Ask Marko Simonovic. Bobby ain't getting fooled twice. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say after Summer League, Dailyn Swain is going to go out there and work on his game, and we'll see a better basketball player during the preseason. If he does not, Bobby will not be fooled again. Maybe that's too much for some people to handle. Maybe there are some people that already gave up on him, and that's completely fine. I'm going to go out on a limb. If I'm by myself, I'm by myself. Y'all know I never cared about being wrong. I'm cool, calm, collective, good. But I believe we'll see a better player during during preseason. If we see it, I'm cool. I'm not going to gloat. If we bad, though, if I miss on that, though, Dailyn Swain. I don't like to be proven wrong, bro. That's a pride thing. It's a pride thing, brother. So don't make me look like no fool. We'll see. I'm worried. Let me know how y'all feeling about Dailyn Swain down below. Now, before we get up out of here, we got to talk about Noa Essengue. Am I worried about Noa Essengue? Absolutely. You want to know why? Because though I seen many examples during Summer League that Noa Essengue can defend, offensively, he was lacking. And not only did I have that belief, his damn head coach had the belief too. And all the other coaches had that belief as well. Remember when Tiago Splitter benched them in the second half? Though I think that was a good thing to set the tone and hold players accountable regardless of what the situation is, we still can't act like what we saw. That's the consensus for the last two players we're talking about, Noa Essengue and Dailyn Swain. We cannot ignore what we saw. We seen Tiago Splitter bench him. We've seen last night the man didn't even play more than 11 minutes. What? For a second-year player in Noa Essengue? I'm not going to completely count him out, but I am worried. That is the theme of the last few minutes. I'm not counting these guys out based off Summer League, but I have concerns. So Noa Essengue, are you going to go and work on your craft to end up in the rotation for the Chicago Bulls? We shall find out. The same thing goes for your running mate in Dailyn Swain. Because how on earth do you get benched in limited minutes in Summer League and you're a second-year player. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not counting the guys out. I want to make that clear. I'm not taking Summer League like it's the end-all be-all. But I have a right because I can't ignore what I saw. I can't ignore what I saw. I believe he had some solid moments. But I can't ignore the fact that the coaching staff said otherwise. Right or wrong, we entered Summer League with Tiago Splitter putting and challenging the three players. That's Caleb Wilson, Dailyn Swain Noa Essengue, ladies and gentlemen. And only one person showed up. That's Caleb Wilson. Dailyn Swain, he missed a consecutive streak of 17 missed field goals. He had a consecutive streak of 17 missed field goals in Dailyn Swain. In Noa Essengue, he got benched in a Summer League game and then limited last night to 11 minutes. Why? Why? So while I feel comfortable and good with Caleb Wilson, the others who got to step it up, you got to step it up. We got to call it how we see it, man. This is not to say that these guys won't be a part of the rotation. They are completely out of it. It is not to say that, but it is to raise concern. It is to raise concern. And I believe it's fair. I believe it's fair. Me personally, the game later today that the Bulls are playing, Caleb Wilson, sit your ass down. Dailyn Swain Noa Essengue, y'all running. Show something. Show me something. Noa Essengue, we got a little bit. Defensive side of the ball, blocking shots, being available on the defense. But that's not what the coaches want him to do. They want him to be aggressive because yesterday, Caleb Wilson by himself, he was on an island by himself, trying to will the Chicago Bulls, and nobody will fucking show up, especially the two other guys that was challenged because one of them looked like a deer in headlights and looked like somebody snatched his dog away from him and just ran up the block. And the other one, he pissed his mama off and she put him on punishment. Now my son can't come outside today. He on punishment. Crazy work. Crazy work. Noa Essengue, his situation is like when you hooping at the court and y'all hooping with another dude ball and he's salty, so he take the ball and leave, and now the game over. That's how salty bro is. Everybody salty. But hey, man, Summer League was fun. We definitely got one more game later today. C-Dub will be live calling that one. I will be out traveling, man, for some family stuff. So y'all make sure y'all go out there and support Aunt later today, man. Y'all make sure y'all turn up. It was a live, it was a fun Summer League, man. I'm going to definitely catch y'all when I get back. When I get back from traveling. But y'all make sure y'all stay in tune, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts and everything down below. How you feeling about Caleb Wilson, Dailyn Swain, and Noa Essengue? Drop those in the comment box below, man, because that is it from me. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you always see red, and y'all already know I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace. Cognac.